Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Friday, the 20th of January 2023. I hope you are keeping well, and TGIF and all that kind of stuff. Just when I entered the digits into this game, it said it gave up searching for a unique solution. I thought that meant I'd probably entered the digits incorrectly, but I double checked and it seems to be right. So it could just be a bug that occurs occasionally with this Sudoku Exchange website. I have seen it before actually, where it's printed up. Couldn't find a solution, but actually the Sudoku has been okay. Although generally speaking, it's pretty good. If there's no solution, that means an invalid Sudoku puzzle. Let's hope this is not invalid. I presume that the Guardian has checked it to make sure that it's a proper game. Anyway, I'll get on with the Sudoku in just a second. It should be a hard level game for a Friday in the Guardian. Can we just take a minute to consider how brilliant and wonderful the internet is? Of course, we are all aware of the dangers and negative effects of the internet. We can see it all the time in the misinformation and disinformation that spreads so quickly now. Of course, we've always had misinformation and disinformation, but it just has not been able to spread as fast as it and as far as it can now. But just think about the amazing effects of the internet, where if you want to, I don't know, study. I mean, you want all of knowledge is there. You want to say study quantum mechanics, you can find that information. Whether or not you understand it or not, it's another matter, but you could certainly study it. Or, for example, you get a song in your head and you think, now, who sang that song? And you can just search on the lyrics, and then you can find who sang that song, and then you can listen to that song immediately. It's just astonishing. I mention this because yesterday evening I was up watching a live stream of my auntie's funeral. I mentioned my aunt died before Christmas, and it was her funeral yesterday, her cremation. And the crematorium had a live feed for relatives, like around the world and stuff like that. What an amazing thing that we can still take part, even if we're on the other side of the world. We can still see the events before us. Of course, yes, television has been invented for a long time, but television was different. It needed substantial equipment, and who would have imagined that somebody on the other side of the world could watch a television broadcast of an ordinary family member, and not like somebody famous across the world or something like that. So yeah, the internet is just truly amazing, and it allows us to remain in touch with people, as well as the knowledge that it can impart. Right, I can see a couple of things actually, but what to talk about first? All right. Okay. The first thing I'm going to talk about is that this 6 and 4 blocks up here I see in a more like a New York Times way than a Guardian way, but I'll mention it anyway. 6 and 4 blocks up here, so that means that those two squares must contain 6 and 4. Clearly, 4 can't be in that square, so that's got to be 4. And that's got to be 6. And that's how I'm going to begin today's game. Now, with the 6s, we've also got 6 blocking down here and across here like this. So that's going to give me 6 in that square as well. And any more for any more? Well, what we can see is 6 and 9 in these two rows. That means that 6 and 9 have to be down here. And in fact, we have a blocking 9 here. So 9 blocking down here puts a 9 here, and that puts a 6 there. I can see the 1 blocking here and blocking here immediately, so I'll just do that one first. And actually we have 3 blocking this square as well, so I'll put the 3 here, and I'll finish off this row with a 5. And let's see where we go from here. I should investigate and see what numbers we still need here. Looks like we need 7 and 8. And if that's true, over here we will have 1, 3 and 5. So we see the 5's blocking down here, so that's where the 5 must go. I was looking across here, but I just forgot to notice that 7 actually blocks that square. So 7 is here and 8 is there. Not sure what's missing up here. 8 and something. 8 and 4, is it? 4 and 8 missing from up here. What's going on up over here with the 2's that we already have? 2's up here then, so 2's in that square there. 2's down here and across here like so. Oh yeah, one of the things I saw before, I forgot to tell you about it from the beginning, was the 2's like this. Okay, since we just went off a tangent slightly. Alright, let's just have a quick look and see. Could be important that the ones are limited to those squares. It might be. Ones that are in those squares, remember. And okay, some stuff up here. Okay, so since 3's are in these squares, we can say that up here 3 has to be in one of those squares there. We also limit 3's there. We've got 3's somewhere there, so not quite a pattern that we can deal with just yet, but hopefully it'll be useful later. So in fact now I see the 4's blocking across the same rows as the 3's. Excuse the background microphone if you can hear that. Somebody's selling fruit by the sound of it. Right, 3 and 4 are in these squares here. We already know 1's are there, so 1, 2, 3, 4 done, 5 done, 6 is somewhere up there. We've got a blocking 6 in the middle. 7, 3 possibilities. 8, I don't think I know anything. Okay, my 3 and 4, they're not particularly helpful, I think, just yet. Let's just check this row. If we have 3, 4 there, we're looking for 5, 8, 9 now. Okay, so we've got 8, 9 blocking this square, so that has to be a 5. So the 5's across here then will give me a 5 in that square there. Looks like we're missing 8, 9's in quite a few places actually. What else is happening here? Excuse me, let me just have another look up here. Don't think I've got that much use for it. This was 4 and 8, wasn't it? Okay, this is 5, 6, 9. 5, 6, 9. Yes, indeed. That's going to be useful because 5 and 6 block this square. So that has to be a 9. That was very useful then. So we got 9s across here. We'll get ourselves yet another 9 up here. And then the 9 blocking down here gives us a 9 here. It certainly was useful. 9 across here. Here's the 9. Here's the 8. 7 blocks this square here. So 7 will be there. 8 will be here. And 9's right across, up and down for the final one. 6 blocks this square. We need a 6 in this row, so there's the 6. 8 finishes the row. 8 down here, 8 across here. Here's our 8. The missing number here is, I've forgotten. What are you? What goes up here? This is 1 and 3, is it? This is a 4, isn't it? Okay, excuse me. Excuse me, I got a bit distracted listening to my neighbours. What do we have? Let's see what we still need. Okay, how are we doing with 1s? What do we know? 1s are there. Oh, too many places really. What do we know with 3s? 3s are somewhere up there in those squares there. Again, across here and across here in those squares there. Fours are there and there, here and here, and 4 places up there. That's not good. 5s are like this. Here we go. 5 up here and 5 across here, so that puts 5 into one of those 2 squares, so this can't be a 5. That is our 5, and now we can get our final digit here, which was a 6, I believe. So then that should finish the game for us. 6 is like so. I suspect it's going to finish the game. I don't know it, but it seems likely that it will. 2, 6 and 9 are now finished. Where are we? 5's over here. Well, I've still got to look for it. I thought everything would fit in. Yes. Okay, 7 blocking up here. Actually, 7 is in that square. 1 is in that square. 1 blocks down here. Here's our 1. This is our 3. This is our 3. And this is our 4. Last number to place up here now is an 8. 8 blocks across here. We needed 8 in one of these 2 squares because of these. You can see down here. So that's our 8. 8 across here, 8 up here. Here's the 8. And to finish this column, a 4. I remember it was a 4. We have 4s across here, 4 up here and up here. So there we go with a 4. And let's say 4 across here and up there. So there's our 4. The missing number looks to be a 7. 7 across here and up there. So here's a 7. 7's like so. There's a 7. What's left here? Is it 1 3? It is 1 3. We've got 1 3 in those squares, so that's got to be 1 3, and it can't be 3 because we got 3 already. Oh no. Yes, can't be 3. That's got to be a 1. That's got to be a 3. That's a 1. That's a 3, and that's a 1. Okay, the 1's block down these 2 columns here. There's our 1. Our 3 blocks up here like this. So there's the 3. The last number to place here is 5. 5 down here. Here's the 5. Last number to get here is a 7. So that's this morning's Guardian hard level Sudoku. I think yesterday's was tougher than that, but it was not bad. That's it. Thank you, and hopefully I'll see you later today at some point, although today is Friday, my normal day for driving across town. Bye bye.